Welcome to another episode of Bus Driver Chronicles. I'm here with a couple of fellas right here, and I totally forgot about the name of my own podcast. I had to think about it. I had to think about it. But you could catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you get your podcast. This is the first time that I'm doing a video. So if you are watching this on Spotify, you get to watch the video. Everywhere else, you will just listen. You guys. Anyway, I'm gonna be joined by my two great friends. Without further ado, let me see if I can't flip the camera. It's one or the other. Oh, and I just turned off the camera. Just retired.
Chulo?
Papi Chulo and
What was the nickname that?
Mohong.
Mohon. I'm Rick from Yukon. I'm Lou from Charleston.
And good friends of mine. They finally did it. They're retired. Don't set yourself on fire now there. This is the first time I'm doing a video. So I wanted to do this little special thing because guys are retired, and there's some things they could talk about now that you probably couldn't before. Well, I guess you got to wait till you get that first check, right?
Yeah. we'll keep it clean.
But let's start by asking you guys, how do you feel? I mean, knowing that come Monday you don't have to get up to go to work.
I feel normal. Yeah, I don't feel any different. I still woke up early this morning. Usual routine.
Oh,
You okay, man?
yeah,
You set on fire?
shit just fell on my shirt. Camera went all over the place. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, nothing different. I woke up, early in the morning, had my cup of coffee.
Because it hasn't hit you guys yet.
It hasn't kicked in yet. I'm still thinking I have to go to work on Monday. So. Not me. I'm thinking about I have to drive tonight.
Oh, you driving?
Carolinas.
Okay, chilling,
Just
taking a little,
drive out there and stay there for a little while and planting the seeds so we can
planting the seeds. What about you, Rick?
Well, tomorrow, either late tomorrow night or I'll be also heading out to the Carolinas.
Nice.
Start a new chapter in my life. Seek some serenity and peace from all this New York hustle and bustle.
What do you think? What do you both think you'll miss the most after what, 28, 29 years?
Yeah, 28 and a half.
After 28 and a half years that you're finally not going to have to get up in the morning to go drive no bus anymore. What do you think is the thing you miss the most?
I think it's the guys. The guys and the girls that I worked with.
I'm glad you said the guys and girls because that was sounding a little sus.
Just the hanging out, the joking around, camaraderie, the busting the chops and stuff.
Camaraderie?
Like
Did you see that at your depot?
well, yeah. It was all the happy-go-lucky guys and girls that used to, Now you had your miserable people,
but you talking about like back in the day there was that, or that was still now?
I mean, I still experienced it, throughout the years. You always had your group of guys that
Because you have a group.
Yeah.
But as far as seeing new people coming in,
The new people, the new faces, only a few. They don't know the OGs, so they don't really. Only a few. They're down to earth. Yeah. Only the guys you. But the real young ones that don't have families or nothing like that, they still live with their parents. Yeah. They have those that don't know you don't really. They're not too friendly. This is their first job, right, and they don't know how to. So it was just the OGs that you spent more than 5, more than 10, 15 years on the job.
mm-hmm.
They always had, their nicknames for you, and then a smile and a handshake. Yeah, they can all out though.
Okay, so you mentioned nicknames. Any nicknames that maybe I never heard of?
Well, they used to call me Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky? What? Why are you laughing? What? Was that a bullshit name you just created?
No. I'm serious. There was this one particular operator. Every time she what was his name? She used to call me Pretty Ricky.
Was it she?
Yeah.
Called you Pretty Ricky?
I had some other guys that used to call me Papi Chulo because it was a group from back in the days. So we used to call each other Papi Chulo and stuff.
So there was a whole group called Puerto Rican thing. And you?
Me? They used to call me Louie Slips.
Louis. Okay, Slips because?
Because of all the overtime, the 3 slips I used to put every day.
Nice, nice. So that's something you might miss now, right?
No.
The slips?
No.
No.
I used to still get well when I was drilling. I still got my overtime no matter what, so I didn't need no slips.
For those that don't know what drilling is, let them know. For those that are not in the transit.
That's when you take the bus from the line, bring it down to the fuel station, have it fueled, go through the wash, vacuum it, and then to bring it back up and park it for the next day service. Yeah, for the next day service.
That's a daily basis, daily routine thing.
Now that you're leaving, how do you think the maintenance, as far as cleanliness on your buses, was done?
Maintenance is not in charge of cleanliness. It's cleanest.
So we still have roach problems, man.
Really?
We were still knocking buses for roaches.
Who does the windshield, the inside of the windshield? That now.
That's a restricted
Duties. Yeah, it's restricted duty. They don't do that. They're rarely
Okay, because at my depot, it's maintenance.
maintenance. No, no.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on them.
Maintenance for us is the guys, is the mechanics. Yeah.
Mechanics. Okay, okay.
And I guess every garage is different. They categorize them differently.
I have to also mention that you guys are in a different
Division.
division as well.
We're from Staten Island, ATU
Right.
726,
There you go. It's a little different where I'm at.
TW 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we started off there. When we started off in Brooklyn.
Yeah, out of Gleason
and
too.
we got our transfers 3 months on the job.
Why did you transfer from Gleason?
Why did we transfer from Gleason?
Well, I lived in Jersey at the time.
And I lived
when you started.
I had just
when I started, yeah.
I didn't know anything
So
about
the
Staten
commute
Island. So
from Gleason to back to Jersey City, it was taking me 2 to 3 hours.
yeah. And back then, Staten Island was considered the country club, which from what I hear, it's still considered a country club.
Well, the majority of my fellow workers, classmates, they were from Staten Island, so they told me, "Why don't you just come to Staten Island? It's easier."
Yeah, I just moved to Staten Island from Brooklyn. I didn't know anything about Staten Island.
I was in Jersey City.
I just took a leap of faith, and
So what? You picked into Brooklyn, or that was what was left, and you had to go there?
No, we picked. We were fortunate that we were able to pick any garage.
Right.
So what made you go? If you lived so far, what made you go to
The reason why I picked Gleason because since I was in Williamsburg, I knew I used to hang out there in Park Slope area and stuff like that, and I know the garage. I've seen it plenty of times. I said, you know what, I'll go there. It's a nicer area. It deals with Bay Ridge, part of downtown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was close. It wasn't too far.
What year?
Jersey, anyway.
What year was that?
96.
I lived in Bushwick for 24 years. So
Bushwick.
I knew Brooklyn like the back of my hand. Why I went to Staten Island? I mean, the guys in Gleason, they told me as a rookie, if you don't take this transfer, we're gonna make life hell for you here in Gleason.
Oh, they wanted you out of Gleason?
Yeah, but they believed I was passing up a chance of a lifetime by giving up, because you didn't take your transfer, then you weren't, they were saying that was, you weren't gonna get it again.
Right. It's a one-time deal.
Yeah, during the career. So
Yeah, like when I started, also they said it's either here in Brooklyn Division, or Staten Island. But if you go to Staten Island, that's it. You can't come back.
Right. So, I mean, they'll probably do it if it's something out of the ordinary.
Little did we know, Staten Island was like a whole new world as far as the work was concerned. They had miscellaneous runs, and we're like, what the hell is a miscellaneous runs? We were just so used to being 3 months in Gleason. We were so used to straight runs, like 11 on the 30 on the 63 or the 12 on the, yeah, right.
Well, at that time it was a 61. Now it's a different thing.
When you go to Staten Island, there's miscellaneous 62? Runs, and
well, the 61 they split it.
Yeah,
it's the 62. 61 just goes to Fulton.
Okay.
And then you cross Fulton, get the 62 to go the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Into what is it, Long Island City? 43 goes into
what's that? Box Street? What's that?
Box Street, right?
Box Street, yeah, Greenpoint, yeah.
So
From Lincoln Road in Flatbush.
Being in Staten Island, we have to get used to miscellaneous runs, and that's a combination
of split runs,
local and express.
Yeah. We
used to get split runs also.
Yeah. We still got those.
It's a long period lunch break.
Yeah.
So you do your first half, you have maybe 4 or 5 hours off, and then you do your second half. So it's maybe like a 12 to 13 hour spread. but you get paid like maybe 11.5.
That's the MTA's way of keeping you on the clock.
Yeah.
So you could cover the.
Cheaper to hire one guy to stay on the job the entire day than hire two separate operators.
It's like crazy though. I hate that shit. Like
So,
you're out there all freaking day, and if you got family, that's a bitch.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem when we first started the job, because we no seniority. You have to work all the holidays.
You both had kids.
Shitty hours. So whatever was left over, that's what you was picking.
Yeah.
Who was Nothing you said what year you said when you started?
96.
Who was
August of 96.
who was the depot chair at Gleason? Do you
Oh,
remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
That was too long ago.
We only spent 3 months there. Yeah.
We didn't even get to pick, and they were picking by the time when we were there.
Oh, so you didn't do the whole year?
No,
3 months.
Only 3 months.
From August, we left there in October.
In October. Yeah.
And you guys started picking at the end of September, October, beginning of October. You guys started picking.
Yeah.
Well, things have changed a little bit now, but yeah.
And that was the system pick.
Just now they changed it. Now they have different one. They have the system pick later on.
And then you guys pick later on for the holidays.
Yeah.
That was also a different thing, scene for us also. Our system picks and our holiday picks and our
holiday picks
and the seasonal picks are different from everything in Brooklyn.
Well, our vacation is picked with our senior pick. You know, senior.
It's done in November.
In November, which is you get to either change locations, depots, and we pick
vacation for the following year,
and then you pick your run, which is like 4 months long. That's the longest run.
That's when you
longest pick. Yeah, the longest pick.
That's when you pick in December.
November, actually. Okay, what was you guys? What was your favorite route to do when you were in Brooklyn? What was your favorite route?
Brooklyn.
I mean, you were only there 3 months, but what at that point? What was your favorite?
I like the 43.
The 43. We call it the 43.
Yeah, the 43 was not bad. I mean, I was working nights.
I used to like the 51.
But it was quiet.
Going on Graham Avenue.
Yeah. The 51 I used to like.
Or as they call it out here, Graham.
Graham.
Yeah.
I used to like the 61 also because I grew up on that line. So.
Really?
Yeah, and I knew the area so well that I got used to it.
I dreaded it.
But didn't it change later on? Because
yeah, well, when we were there,
like the south and the north.
Red Hook.
It's still there.
In Queens.
Long Island City, was it?
Yeah, Long Island. Yeah, it was started by 19th Street.
Queens something.
By there was a Catholic high school. Yeah, 19th Street and
that was like an hour and 15-minute trip each way, right?
No, that was more than that.
I know
it was like an hour and.
I remember an hour and a half because when I started, it was so new that it would take me forever to do that shit.
The one that I hated the most was the B-35. Yeah. And the B4.
The B4 when we first started.
The 4? Really?
Yeah, it was Gleason. Gleason just acquired it from
Alma Park.
You don't like the B4?
No.
No, hell no. As a rookie?
That's like a senior line.
Dude, I was so late the first day. I missed an entire round trip.
So did I.
Well, now it's like it's a 20-minute headway. So for those of you that know, headway is like the
distance between buses.
Between buses, yeah, 20 minutes. So if you're running late, huh?
What's your headway?
It's 20 minutes on the B4 now.
20? That's good. Yeah. That's a thing.
Yeah. So if you run late, it's on you. You can't be looking for somebody to pop up and help you.
Well, the first day on that B4, I didn't see anybody until my second half. Dispatcher was like, "You're so late. You're back on time." Just pull in.
The other one was
pull in when you get in.
Oh.
What was it? The B11, I think it was.
The double park cars.
Yeah, that's
B11, 49th and 50th Street, up and down.
All double park cars.
It ended up at my mom Eddie's hospital. No, the one.
The 11 ends on by the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Yeah,
I've done that too. Yeah, the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
For that one on the B9, where you have to take your train for your relief.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was it.
I
was like, what is the deal?
Now it's not bad. Now you do the relief on 4th Avenue, right off the train station.
Oh yeah.
Before you had to take the train to 4th Avenue. No, the 4th Avenue and Bay Ridge Avenue. Yeah. But then you had to go up to 3rd Avenue to make the relief. Now they have it right down 4th, which is, I guess, is cool. You take the train, you get off, and right there you wait for your bus.
But I'll tell you one thing: the guys there in Gleason were nice.
Yeah, everybody's cool.
I mean, you still had your groups, your Hispanics on one side, your black guys on one side, Then you had the white guys, the Italian guys, and another side. But
Irish.
pretty much everybody got along there.
I mean, back in the day when we were on the extra list, you had to get your assignment at the crew and then run to the board with an index card and write out your time plots.
Yeah, that was a big thing. We didn't get those.
We didn't get paddles.
We had to do homework. We had to do our own paddles.
You had to get it right, and you killed 45 minutes writing your paddle for the next day.
I remember that. I was taught that you have to go and make your own freaking paddle. Don't ask me now how to do it.
And then you had to get lost. The next day, you had to count your orange and blue transfers.
Yeah,
all the serial numbers. God forbid you ran out of transfer, because then you were flagging down somebody got any extra transfers, and they hand you an extra book from.
Or you call up council and have the dispatcher meet you with books.
Yeah. Do you have any of those still around? Did you ever keep any of those?
I don't think so. I don't think I have any.
And I don't miss those either, because people used to give them those transfers. They were sweaty.
We came on the job
and wet.
And you had to turn them in.
I used to shake the bag.
We were like the first generation that started with the Metro cards.
We just got hired just before the Metro cards.
It just the Metro cards.
Didn't you have the little change thing?
No. What do you think? We're ice cream makers?
I know. No, but I actually knew an operator who carried one to make change. And people be like, "Oh, I don't have change." I got you.
You get fired for that now.
That was before our time.
They didn't want us to touch nobody.
I don't miss those.
We used to get the paper bags, the little sandwich bags, the brown paper bags.
Shake the bags and
then you used to
put the transfer in there. Wet, sweaty. You didn't want to touch those.
The transfer full of mocos.
Yeah, you don't know where they were hiding them.
What?
We don't miss that.
Oh, they used to throw the transfer at you. Yeah.
What story do you remember from back in the day? Something funny that ever happened to you.
Okay, I was on.
I mean, I know you got plenty. 28 and a half years.
Before, and I hated that line. I was running so late. It was on my swing trip, so I pick up a wheelchair. It was the ORTSs, and now I picked up the wheelchair. And then the chair got stuck. I thought when I dropped them off, and it was my meal trip. So I'm over here kicking this thing, the lift, because the handle bent somehow, and all of a sudden I said, I'm gonna miss my meal. I started kicking it to retract it again. So finally I got it to work. I just closed it all with not in service. I went right back to the depot just to this. So I didn't even finish the trip.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped off. I went right to the yard, got another bus after I ate, and that's it. You only had like 30 minutes? 30 minutes for a meal.
Yeah. Was that like every line? Every run?
But with us, we knew, so we didn't know the line. So we were always late. So we used to get like 30 minutes or less.
I remember, I forgot, there was a line that terminated in Red Hook. And I'm working it during the day. And
61.
61, right? Yeah. So I missed my turn, and the whole bus just went up in arms. We're being hijacked. I'm like, relax, I missed my turn, people.
Somebody say we're being hijacked? What year was that?
Oh, that was in 96.
Somebody to be thinking 96,
that. Yeah. That was in 96. But
it was one that there was something happening in the news where things like that were happening.
Bus hijacks were like
a thing?
Major fear in people's, back then.
What was your biggest fear as an operator?
Being hijacked.
Getting shot or stabbed.
My major fear as an operator was, just like being robbed at the end of the line. You pulled into some unsavory neighborhoods, man, and there were a few that I used to, at the terminal, I used to get out of the seat and just go hide in the back with the bus when the lights out, man, because it was you had some unsavory characters just roaming around like zombies,
Like the B-37 back then. That's the methadone line.
Yeah, they didn't.
Your Third Avenue.
Yeah, Third Avenue line.
That they still have that. That's still there. I think it's on. I think it's 23rd Street.
Oh, they still there? That methadone.
It's still there. It doesn't seem as crazy though.
Yeah, that was back in '96.
What was the one that ended up at the hospital, and then the dispatcher would meet you like 4 or 5 blocks before the end of the line, and he should tell you
B-35.
Yeah, was it?
B-35.
Don't wait at the end of the line. Turn around, come back to me.
Mother Gaston. Yeah, it's an operator I know.
He's got either assaulted or robbed.
Yeah, there was one story where the operator was knowing, and he got to Mother Gaston, and there was a couple of guys on the bus. They stood with him all the way to the end of the line. When everybody got off, they robbed him. They robbed him from his. He had all new uniform. They robbed his boots, his wallet, his backpack,
That's probably why they didn't want to
his
hang out again.
jacket. They left him barefoot, and so it was snowing. He was not going to chase after them because there was snow outside.
Right.
And another one, they busted like 5 teeth on him. He wound up leaving, retired, went to Florida somewhere. It was this guy from Gleason. He's out there in Florida now, but it was messed up, man. They just waited for him. Yeah, I remember they told us to stop at Rockaway Avenue. No, to drop off at Mother Gaston, then turn around and come all the way to Rockaway Avenue and just wait your time. Yeah, wait there
Yeah.
for your time, because that's how bad it was
New,
getting.
I didn't know it. I ended up waiting at the end of the line. I still hanging out with it. I went right to the bodega.
They tell us like after 6, anytime after 6
Then the
p.m.
radio's
Go
going
stay
on,
there.
and I answered the radio. Said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm at the end of the line." No, get out of there. Get out of there. Come over here to the hospital.
Wow, that was how bad it was then, huh?
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I didn't know."
Those are scary times.
So last day, retired. What are your plans? What are your plans to keep?
You don't have to think about it no
But
more.
they talk about you have to keep yourself busy.
Oh yeah, well.
You have any plans to
Well, it's
keep
still
yourself
fresh, so we
busy?
don't. We just
I plan to
we just trying
ramp
to
up
get
my my walking activity. I
Like
started
right
today.
away, or you're gonna take some time to just chill,
I'm always
relax?
busy, so
I'm gonna stop and smell the flowers. And just take it easy, enjoy retirement. Take it one day at a time. But at the same time, I'm gonna like I said, ramp up my walking activity and find places, parks and lakes to walk around and after my morning cup of coffee and just to, explore out there in North Carolina, some nice parks to.
I feel like you guys gonna be losing it. Not,
no.
I just feel because you got the you're always active in the driving and very busy being a bus operator, and suddenly you're like dead stop.
But well, I'm always busy
on,
doing it.
on the contrary, my doctor said now that because you live a sedentary life sitting behind the wheel as a bus operator, and now that you're not driving anymore, you have more time to do physical activity.
I'm always busy.
Take time off for yourself to do.
I'm always doing projects.
Physical activity, walking.
I'm still getting yelled at by his mother. Take it easy. Rest.
Okay, but
That's the plan.
any business or any plans or
Oh, well, we were
are you
kicking that
guys?
idea around rolling our cigars, right?
Yeah, we thought about that, and then I was also telling him about they were hiring for TSA agents out there. So if things get bored, I could always find another job. I got my Class A license, so I could drive trucks and everything.
So why would you want to go driving though? You'll just like it.
I enjoy driving. It's peaceful for me.
Well, only this way you're not gonna be having no customers on the bus.
No.
You don't have a bus. It just would be just you and your truck.
Dealing with traffic. But
So what, like a tractor trailer?
It's different than over there. It's different than here.
But I'm gonna look into maybe mastering the art of rolling my own cigars and printing out labels and just.
Why do you like that?
He's gonna be selling Ricky Weed.
Cigar smoking is my therapy.
Ricky Weed. Ricky Weed.
It's my therapy. I mean, I picked up the habit during COVID, and
It was during COVID.
Yeah.
And that's when we all started. Just started. We got on this frenzy, and we was buying different types of cigars and
trying everything.
Humidor boxes and cutters and lighters and all that stuff. So that was
learn the trade.
It just flourished from there, and
I mean, we used to buy shit cigars and whatever it was just to try it out. And either we liked it or we didn't like it.
We didn't like it. We didn't buy it.
And then we did a little research here and there about different types of cigars.
Yeah. So it was my therapy. I have a nice cup of coffee or some drink of choice, whether it be Fireball or peanut butter whiskey with a cigar and good music, good company. It was very therapeutic. So it's like my niche. It's something that stuck with me.
I'll tell you, man, I'm gonna miss you guys. Hopefully, I'll be out there.
Yeah, we'll have some Zoom meetings, man. We'll just call each other.
Yeah, it's not the same, man.
What, you got another year?
A year and a half, man. He's out.
Year and a half, hopefully.
We were just talking about that,
By the time you go over there, we'll have the clubhouse built.
Yeah.
The clubhouse.
And then we'll have the real meetings. And we're gonna have electronic devices so you can put your phone and you could be in the conversation.
Now, I gotta just say, I just came out and thought about doing this right now because you guys are here, and yeah, I mean, you could probably look at this video a few years from now and see where we're at. You know, um,
God willing, we're still walking, sir, breathing, and collecting those pension checks.
yeah, it's still looking the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, pension check. I can't wait for that. What else can we talk about? I don't know. What kind of problems have you ever got into? Something you could share. Well, a dispatcher,
I
the
never,
bus.
I never got into problems with any of this.
Not with customers, but like with
I treated them with respect, and they at first you would get a dispatcher who didn't know you, but they, if you walk the straight line, your reputation precedes you. They get to know the type of person you are, and they treat you with the respect that you deserve. So I never got into any beef with any dispatchers. They were all
I took care
fair.
of it.
You know,
you took care of.
Yeah, I took care of it.
so
One time I broke. I was doing
That
express
don't
work.
sound good, man. That don't sound. Nobody's saying with a cigar, like I took care of.
Well,
yeah.
I was doing express work, and I did my first trip. I had problems with the bus, so I took it to Quill, and I told the dispatcher, "Listen, I'm having issues with the bus, so I'm gonna park it and have somebody pull out another bus and let them stay with it, and I'll take whatever bus is here for my second half." He goes, "No, you're taking that bus back to Staten Island." I said, "But why?" I said, "This is the way we always do it." "Well, this is the way I want it done." I said, "Are you kidding me?" Because he was a jokester at the time. But I said, "You serious?" He goes, "Yeah. You got enough time to go back to Staten Island and pick up a bus and come back here." I said, "Okay, not a problem." So now I had to wait because other buses were coming up to park on the roof. So I waited, and then I proceeded to go down the ramp, went through back to Staten Island with the bus, took my time, did what I had to do, and I got back to the island, took the bus to the shop, spoke to the foreman, told him what went on, what was wrong with it, and then I went upstairs, got another bus, and so I need unscheduled pullout. I need another bus to bring back to Quill. So I made sure that I was very late. So I got like 2 hours and change going back, and then when I saw the dispatch, I told him, I need a late slip. I mean, should I say an extra service slip? He goes, "For what?" I say, "You ordered me to go get another bus. I got another bus. This is extra service. I want a slip. I want a cut slip." And he looked at me. He goes, "Are you serious?" And then I said, "Yeah." Just like when I
He
asked you,
told
"Are
you.
you serious?" So then from there on, I said, "Let me tell you something right now. From here on, don't ever ask me for a favor, because when you ask me for a favor to do something, it's gonna cost you." I said, "Because I gotta make sure I get paid for everything. Because I'm not gonna do nothing nice anymore." I said, "From here on in, it's all about business." He said, "But that goes to both ways." I said, "Yeah, but my way is that I always do the right thing, and you gotta pay me for every single minute that you give me."
Hmm.
Me, I mean, during the course of my career, the dispatchers I've come across were the same drivers I actually drove with. So as they became dispatchers, you build a rapport with them, and so they know what type of person you are.
Did you have any of them as your student?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A few of them, they were my students, and they became uh, dispatchers and even superintendents.
Okay, here's a question. You guys saw that happening.
Yeah,
How come you guys never thought of becoming dispatchers?
well, the time I decided to take the test, I already had 15 years on the job. So I took the test and I passed it, but I was like, if they don't call me within the next 3 years, I'm not sure I'm gonna want to give up 18 years seniority to start all over again at the bottom, bottom of the list. So,
I took it, and I didn't even study for it. I passed it.
we passed out.
Oh, so what happened?
See, they never got to us.
Oh,
Well,
it's a long
I
list.
wasn't gonna take it anyway. I just out of for fun. I gotta see how well I would do.
Just to see if you could do it.
Yeah. So
I said why? Because you just rather drive, or is it just
yeah,
you don't like?
you know what it is to me?
Right, exactly.
It's different.
I never got tired of driving.
The driver's life is different than a dispatcher's life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, I enjoy hanging out with the guys, doing what we got to do, and like I said, we've been there so long that we already started seeing all the holidays off, all the weekends off.
Yeah, it was
We
after
could
2
pick
years.
any
We
run.
were getting weekends off after 2
We
years.
could pick every run. any run that we wanted, you know.
And that was another reason why I
start
decided
all over
to
again.
take the transfer, because they were like, if you stay in Brooklyn, you're not going to see weekends for
at least
holidays
10 years
for
or
at least
better.
10 years.
Mm.
So in Staten Island, you could see weekends
2-3 years.
2 years, and that's how it was. Once I got a taste of the weekends, I never went back to weekdays off for RDOs. And then after what, like 5 years, you started to get a taste of Thanksgiving off.
Right, and then not that. And then working days instead of nights.
Right. So you move up faster in Staten Island as far as seniority is concerned.
See, like you guys are telling me to transfer here, and I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, I mean, like I said, maybe
Even the last year.
if you're tired of the commute back, to Brooklyn, you can always bite the bullet for 1 year.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I have to have for that year, no summer, no weekends.
But that year,
but it's different because if you already picked,
you're gonna push your
summer,
vacation back.
They have to give it to you over here.
Right, but the thing is that last year that you're gonna push your 5 weeks vacation
to the end. Anyways, it doesn't matter,
right? Because we talked about this, and then
Okay.
when you're ready to retire, you're gonna use up your 5 weeks
towards the end,
and plus your whatever AVAs you got to put it towards your terminal.
Something to think about.
I mean, you could transfer in January, and I was telling you could retire as early as February. So you probably you work a month and a half, and that month and a half you probably do line training on Express, and then you retire.
I don't know about the Express
It'll
bus.
take you like 2-3 weeks of training.
Yeah, but that was another reason why I decided to transfer to Staten Island. It was like, you could see weekends a lot sooner. And I mean, back then, the traffic out here in Staten Island was after 7 p.m. It was like a ghost town.
Yeah, it was very light.
It was quiet. So you work at nights, it was a piece of cake. And I worked nights for 15 years, working nights before I decided to go to daytime. And the daytime work was even, it was even sweeter. So it's like.
What's your favorite schedule to work? Hours.
Hours?
Yeah, doing.
Me, I like the early work.
Were you more early or?
I like anything before 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock or better. Because the first trip for me, I do Express anyway. So for me, the first trip was easy. Getting to the city with no problem. You did Express. You don't do Express anymore. No, because I'm retired now.
But yeah, early morning. I mean, I used to early morning shift. I mean, during COVID, when we had that strange hybrid schedule, I was coming in at 2:30 in the morning, and I was done by 12. So that
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I was like, if I had to be out there during this COVID pandemic, and I wanted to be out there where there was very little traffic. Nobody. Right. And very little pedestrian traffic, very little vehicular traffic. So I was pretty much running up and down the route empty because, nobody was going to work. And
nobody was outside.
Yeah, nobody was outside. And working from 2:30 was like, it was cake. I was done by 12:30. It's home by 1. And the only thing is I had to go to bed at 7.
But we had it good though because 1 week on, 1 week off.
Yeah, 1 week on, 1 week off. I got extra 7 weeks vacation that year.
Nice.
So in total, I had 12 weeks vacation we got that year.
1 week on, 1
week off. But that was the easiest shift I ever picked, and I wasn't much for
I think they should keep that forever. A A and B squad, 1 week on, 1 week off. You have a much better, happier bus rides.
It's something like the fire department, right? They have something like that.
Like 3 days on, 4 days off, 3 days off, 3 days off. Yeah.
What changed that?
What, with the fire department?
No, with the
with the A and B schedule.
Yeah.
Something that
got lost on the.
The vaccine came out in January, and everybody started getting the shots, and people started going back to work.
Everybody went back to not everybody went back to work.
It was started going
building up a little
back
more.
Yeah.
Certain people were allowed to go back into the offices. Some companies just decided to keep their workers at home and do remotely.
Did you guys have ever do the COVID cleaning on the buses?
Yeah, a lot of guys racked up.
You got on that?
Nah, man. I just wanted to get off the bus and I wanted to go home. I wanted to stay away from anything that could possibly get me sick.
You did?
Spray the buses.
You were not worried?
I was paranoid.
Well, you had the mask on.
But I mean,
still paranoid, man. I just wanted to get off the bus.
We lost so many people.
Yeah,
I know.
It was a scary time for me.
Like I said, we didn't know how people contracted.
Anxiety level was high.
That was later on that was determined how it started.
So that money just pulled you in.
Well, it's not the money. I just had a job. I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do that.
I know. but somebody has to do it.
Well, you're still here, so I guess it worked out well for you.
And as time went on, you seen that's when they determined what was causing it, and the guys that were in the with the breathing thing, that's what made it worse when they had what
The
are called
ventilators.
the ventilator.
Mm,
That made it worse for them.
yeah, yeah. So now that you guys are leaving, I know that I had you on the podcast before, but I don't think I believe I asked you this question. But both of you, what would you tell somebody coming in to the job right now?
The job
What
ain't the same
advice?
when we came on the
What
job.
advice would you give to someone coming in new? Not someone that's trying, but someone that's
Well,
coming
what
in.
my advice to any new driver is, like I said, come in, don't be late, do the job, go home to your family, try to spend as much time as you can with them, and always start your you know your retirement, like your 457. But even if it's 2%, just put something down. I know it's hard in the beginning, but you just accumulate some money for your future, for when you retire. And if you could take, and if you're young, you're in your early 20s, take the dispatches again. Get off the road as soon as you can.
I would tell them practice your patience, man. Patience
Yeah,
is a
patience.
virtue. If you
Patience.
the better you get at because
You gotta be a psychologist. You gotta be a psychologist.
You're
You
gonna have
gotta know.
people out there. They're gonna try to push your buttons, whether it be management or the passengers.
What helps out the most is
And
don't walk with a chip on your shoulder.
yeah, I mean, if you
Try
come
to
in with a
be
nasty attitude,
funny and understanding, and just be
yeah,
a clown behind the wheel.
if you
That's
Be a
how you make
clown.
people laugh. Because that makes your job a lot easier.
yeah,
So you
When
did
you make
that?
people laugh, it makes your job a lot easier.
yeah, handed lemons make lemonade.
And don't get into arguments with these people because you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
lose regardless. Either you're gonna lose with them or you're gonna lose with transit. Because transit don't care much. They don't really care about what happens to you out there.
I said you just want to get.
They just
point
give you that.
A,
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry, but they don't really care
you
because
want to
if
get
they
from
cared,
point A to point
they
B.
will be fixing this problem with everybody evading the fare. Because every time you have a problem and you call them up, let them ride. That's the answer to everything.
And that's
Let
what's
them
going
ride.
on right now.
You want to have an uneventful day, man. At the end of the day, you want to go home to your
Like I
family.
said, it's not your bus, it's not your money. You get paid if you pick up one
And,
person or 1,000
and
people.
it's nothing
It's the
personal
same
when they
pay.
don't pay the fare.
Now, let me ask you: were you always like that, or were you a little more
Well,
hard on
when I was on
people to pay
probation, I
when you
would try to
started?
enforce the fare
Right.
because I was afraid of getting fired or written up for not trying to collect the fare.
Right.
So
But
did
after
you
I had
get
the
a lot of
incident,
grief from people
when I
when
had
you
the
would
problem
force them?
when I had the problem with council, after I called, I had a problem, and after all the arguing and everything else that was done on that bus and me calling and all this stuff, council gives me a whole lecture. And I just looked at the phone.
Just let them ride. That's what they were doing.
And I took the phone and I just threw it against the glass and the dash. I was like, freak that. And I just took the guy where he had to go.
That's it, man.
And then the guy ended up spitting at me. So now I called up council. Like I said, just to let you know, council, I'm going back to house.
Yeah, but I didn't
Simple reason. For the simple reason, because you let that guy on the bus and didn't do anything about it. Now I'm going back to the depot. And I took 3.5 hours off.
You gotta learn to take nothing personal, man. It's not the person. It's the uniform that doesn't.
And after that day, I never challenged the fair ever again.
Did you? Did you challenge when you first
Well,
started?
when I first, because
The same
as a
reason?
rookie, you wanted
Because you're on probation.
you're on probation, you want to do the right thing, but as you realize, it's just it's not worth it. You hear all these stories, and then the union eventually tells you, after a while, it's just not worth getting into a confrontation over the fare. And back then, what was the fare? $1.75 when we first started.
Yeah.
So it's they weren't paying it then. They're definitely not paying it now. So that's how I survived. That's how I survived. I just eventually you just learn to choose your battles, man. You choose them wisely.
It's not even worth it.
It's not worth it, right?
Like I said, if you pick that line, you always got to have your revenge one day or another, especially on a rainy day.
Or snow?
Hell, snow. Like I say, bus drivers know. And like I said, you might not remember all the good people, but you definitely don't forget the ones that gave you
a hard
problems.
time.
I don't think they don't forget you either. We're gonna ask for you guys to say some final words, but before that, let me ask you because I know you guys love TV and shows, and when we sit around talking, you talk about actors and stuff like that. Have you ever had anybody famous get on your bus?
I had Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah. So I ran into him in Times Square.
How was that?
Yeah. Like nothing. Got in, did his thing. I was on the train one time. I remember Mark asking him. I ran into him too.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I
A
don't know.
football player.
Okay, well, I don't follow, so I don't know. What about you?
Well, the unsavory lines that I worked, I never had the
Savory.
pleasure.
Yeah.
I never had the pleasure of having a celebrity ride the bus.
All right, so if you were able to have a celebrity to chill out with you for a day on your bus, who would that be and why?
I choose Jim Carrey because that guy cracks me up, and I love his comedy, and I laugh at everything, you know, and he's he would just cheer me right up, especially if I was having a bad day, I know he would crack me up, so.
Jim Carrey, if you're watching, you got to pay this guy right here a visit.
I used to like George Costanza.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah, from Seinfeld.
Is that? Yeah. What was his name? That was,
George Costanza, and he was the character. I don't know his real name.
what was his real name? Do you know?
I never watched Seinfeld.
Yeah, I watched a couple of episodes, but I don't
It's
remember.
about a show about nothing.
A show about nothing. All right, so
Just like when we're here, we talk about nothing.
yeah, mostly
And
Trenton.
everything.
So, final words from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking some final words to close this up. You want to say to?
We're only here on this earth for a short period of time. It's a blink of an eye, man. Your career will go.
They'll come and go.
It'll come and go.
And no matter what, just enjoy what you have to enjoy.
While you're here, just make the most of it,
Well, this was very interesting. Thank you guys for taking the time. And I'm chilling with you guys here too. Once again, anybody who wants to be part of the podcast, you can send me an email. Shoot me an email.
Joint, by the way.
Huh?
It will be a joint.
No, I can't stand weed.
Shoot me an email to driverspodcast@gmail.com if you want to be interviewed. And again, this is the first time we're doing a video here, so if you're on Spotify, you'll be able to watch this. Any other podcast app, you'll just hear it. So you might want to check us out. So your names again?
I'm Lou.
And I'm Rick.
Papi Chula. Emo home.
Guys, I wish you the best. I mean, my friends for so long, and I'm gonna really miss you guys. I know you're only like 8 hours away.
A 45-minute flight, man. We'll send you a ticket.
Fly. I don't know if I want to fly, but I'm definitely missing you guys. And hey, maybe I'll be out there in a year and a half.
Yeah, man. We're not going anywhere. We're chilling, man. We plenty of time to just hang around.
We gotta build the clubhouse over there. I'll tell you, we gotta build the clubhouse.
We're gonna build a treehouse.
Yeah.
We'll build a treehouse.
No treehouse.
Build a treehouse.
A doghouse.
Old guys in the treehouse. We'll put a little elevator or something up there. Since you like to build stuff. We'll be too old to be going upstairs and shit or climbing up branches. So
we'll tie a rope and we'll bring you over.
Pull you up.
Wheelchair ramp.
Oh shit!
We'll do the pulley system for you. Or now we could just tie you to a tree and swing you over.
That don't sound good. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and catch you on the next one.
Peace out.